4. Are psychology and psychiatry scientific? Are psychology and psychiatry deserving of the classification of science? Is psychotherapy valid or a genuine method of healing and understanding? Obviously, some people have a great deal of faith in psychologists and counsellors trained in psychotherapy. Some doctors recommend psychotherapy for mentally troubled patients. The Veterans Administration and other civil agencies rely on it. Court-ordered examinations of criminal offenders are an important part of many trials. Many seminaries and churches train their pastors in psychotherapeutic methodologies. Increasingly, however, men within psychology and psychiatry are challenging the basic premises of their disciplines. One key figure has been the psychiatrist Dr. Thomas Szasz, MD, who has attacked the very idea of mental sickness. More recently, psychologists Dr. Martin Bobgan and Deirdre Bobgan have added their weight to this challenge. The problem, as they and others point out, is not mental sickness, but sin. The Hans J. Eisnick study showed that psychotherapy is not effective in treating mental disorders. In fact, people are more likely to improve if they avoid all forms of psychotherapy. The evidence indicates that psychotherapy can be harmful. The Bobgans conclude that psychotherapy is not a science. Jay Ziskin, a California State University psychologist, in discussing psychiatric examination of criminals, has said that a diagnosis trying to determine the mental condition of a criminal at the time of the crime is more likely to be wrong than not. The Bobgans, in their book, The Psychological Way, The Spiritual Way, remind us that the biblical way of dealing with mental and moral problems is and has always been the most effective. It is the one enduring method of coping with man's problems. Except where physical disease creates problems, calling for medical relief, man's problems have as their cause a religious problem. To seek relief from a moral problem in non-moral means is to aggravate the problem. But psychotherapy is powerful because it is humanism in action, and our humanistic urge wants to deal with our problems by means of humanism. Psychotherapy is thus an alien plan of salvation and an enemy to Christianity.